Hello, my paranormal family. Anthony August Holter here. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've done a Spectre talk. This one's kind of more of an update, if anything, than just talking about a topic. Um, Also, as a side note, really excited. I got my new gauges in, uh, and I'm totally stealing my girlfriend's goat squishmallow. But aside from the point, it's been a busy last couple weeks. So I have several podcast appearances booked over the next couple months. And the best news of all, I have published a book. I'm super excited. It's releasing on April 1st. So it's giving me plenty of time to try to market, get it out there. It's called Tips from the Other Side. And it is a paranormal guide by an investigator for paranormal investigators. And it's easy to follow. It's not complicated. I don't speak another language. When I wrote the book, I really had in mind, the basics, the 101. I covered a lot of the groundwork, from everything from literally Paranormal 101 basic terms of hauntings down to I made a chapter on safety because safety is a huge thing if you're urban exploring, if you're on a team, whatever. So it's pretty wide span. So I'm looking forward to releasing that. Again, that comes out on April 1st and will be available in paperback and ebook, and you can find it on Amazon.com. Following up with that, I took a hiatus from writing because my brain is kind of, like mashed potatoes right now. Can you picture that? Your brain being mashed potatoes. But I'm working on another book, which I will at least, I will tell you the title. It gives it away anyway. So the title is Mysteries of the Wild North American Cryptids. So it is as it sounds. But that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil it. So that's my next project that I'm working on, while doing everything in the background with the paranormal in general. So again, I'm out here in New Hampshire. My fiance is part of my team as well. It's just the two of us out here, guys. We're not any big whatever. We don't have a big crew. We don't have a crew to help us film. When we do go places, we have to hire security or find volunteer people, because safety first. No one wants to go investigating with their life on the line, or have safety measures. So it's not crazy. Like some other teams, maybe have 10, 15, 20 people. I don't know, depending. The last team I had 10 people. And it was kind of it's crazy trying to disperse everything. But yeah, I got asked a couple questions today, which is why I'm making this video. I got asked on my Instagram, because I have a team Instagram, do I edit the videos? Do I have someone that edits them for me? And simple matter of the fact is no, I don't have anyone that edits our videos. I do the editing, so I'm not like Hollywood perfect by any means, but you get what you get. I use Shotcut, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I know a lot of people out there excuse me, a lot of people out there have a really hard time trying to find video editing software for anything, not even just paranormal videos or YouTube videos or whatever. But I find that Shotcut, which is free, which is another plus, to be very user-friendly. There's a lot of effects. If you don't know something, you can go on to YouTube and look up YouTube videos for Shotcut for a particular thing. a good example is audio visualization. I use that in one of our What in the EVP videos. And I thought it'd be cool to have a visualizer bar, in that video to show where the audio is spiking in certain areas. I didn't know how to do any of that. So y'all got to bear with me on the editing thing. I'm perhaps looking into getting Adobe Premiere Pro. The only thing I don't like about Adobe in general is I don't want to be paying $1 million a year or $1 million a month for a service. I might try see if I can find a disc older option that will still function and deliver decent quality. So, but just to throw that out there for beginner, whatever, Shotcut is a good way to go. I also got a new laptop, which is very frustrating because I wasn't able to transfer over with the product code Cool Edit Pro, which is my audio software that I use. So I have since then switched to Audacity, which I am still learning how to use, but Audacity has been around forever. It's also free. So for your audio, EVPs, things like that, check them out. They still have the basic stuff where you can amplify, you can noise reduce, kind of your basic, audio file kind of stuff. They can clean up your audio pretty well. Next on the docket is I am still running the Spectre Paranormal contest. Now, the contest I posted all over social media. I posted it on Facebook, I posted it on Instagram, I posted it on TikTok and Twitter, now X. I've posted it everywhere, and the social media, contest that I got going on right now is I hate how my voice sounds on audio, and so I will give people who are interested a small script. Literally would take you no more than 10 seconds to record in MP3 format. A small script that will be in part of the, final intro of Spectre Paranormal's Expedition Paranormal videos. And your name will be in the credits of those videos for the rest of eternity. So, it's a fun little contest. Comment, like, share, go wherever you need to. Get a hold of me. You can send me an email at spectreparanormal1.com if you need to. If you're interested, if you're kind of old school like that. I'm not accepting texts for the contest right now. I'm only accepting messages for locations that people need help. And right now, I'm limited to the East Coast. So if you live on the East Coast, then that's fine. You can check out the website, which is www.wixsite.com/Spectre Paranormal 1. I'll put the links in the videos too, because I'm actually not sure about that one. But so yeah, I like to try to do stuff. I like to try to get people engaged and involved. I put credit where credit is due. So that brings about the other question, which is really sad. So I got asked if I am a faker like everybody else. Why? That's not... It's sad that fans and people, the paranormal, are just assuming that other content creators are going to be automatically fake. And that's so heartbreaking. And you see it everywhere. I see it every day. I watch videos that are fake AF, or you hear people negatively calling out to other people, or calling out teams, and calling out individuals, or locations are jumping on the bandwagon now, where they're like, hey, we will not accept you if you're going to come here and fake stuff at our location. No. I am not a faker. And I'll give you a couple of reasons why. Number one, not every location you're going to go to is going to have evidence. Let me say that again. Not every location you go to will have evidence. For example, this is a great example. I did an investigation last year now. You know, time runs together the older that you get. I did an investigation in Echo, Minnesota, and honestly, there was really nothing that came of it. You know, not even personal experiences. Sorry, excuse me again, let me get a drink here real quick. But, you know, it wasn't even, you know, so I literally, all that came out of that investigation was one EVP and a photo. And so, you know, I said in that video that I made that I don't have any viable footage. Because I'm the kind of person that will go through hours and hours of audio and video. I'll just sit there, I'll get myself comfortable, make sure I have my drink, maybe a couple snacks, and I will do that. I will grind for hours on those, you know, on the stuff, my files. And there wasn't any viable footage. You know, I'm not going to put up a video where my footage isn't viable. You know, there's nothing, not even a sound, you know, except for the sounds that were coming from the cats and dogs that were there, which, you know, made the investigation a little bit harder too. And it was also pouring that day, so a lot of the audio was contaminated too, to a point. So that's one reason, you know, I take my time, I thoroughly look. I don't, you know, I know people have a big thing about like background music in the paranormal videos. I don't really put like scary stuff in the background, and I don't do that usually with any of my investigation videos at all. I put the background in clips and snippets, and you know, I have the intro for like what in the EVP, but I haven't really done that with any of like the investigation videos, solely for the reason, you know, what if that split second of background music that comes on, you actually miss something. So, you know, other than the intro and like the outro, you know, I don't have like creepy, suspenseful music in the background. You know, unless it comes to like the clips, like I said, you know, or I'm just doing like little snippets or shorts. So there's that. That biggest reason, you know. I'm not gonna waste my time hours making a video when there's nothing to really show, you know, other than an EVP and a photo. Number two, the biggest reason why I'm not a fake and I'm not like everybody else is, and please get this pummeled into your head. Just because you, as a team leader, a team investigator, the psychic, the medium, the whatever, just because you and your group cannot explain potential pieces of evidence does not mean that it is paranormal. Things could still be debunked by other people, by other groups. And so, well, Anthony, you know, if we did a photo reenactment and we couldn't debunk it, but it still may not be paranormal. What do you call it? It's plausible. Use that word in your investigations. It will make a whole of a difference. Huge, huge difference. It's plausible. And that's what I say. I've been to a few paranormal conventions now as an exhibitor with a table, and I've showed an album of the photos that I've caught that, we tried to reenact, we tried to debunk, and we couldn't debunk, but I've always labeled them as plausible. It's still exciting. It's still new. It's still, a capture of something, some kind. But doesn't mean you need to arrive, at the conclusion that it's paranormal. So, and keep in mind, guys, this video is just, it's opinions. You're going to do what you do. But more now than ever, all of us need to strive to be authentic. Completely true and authentic. And we need to strive to deliver, education, which is going to be opinionated, because there's no right or wrong answer in the field. But, we need to be kind to each other, have that sense of para-unity, which I know is a word people are beginning to hate. But, the paranormal field has a reputation, and we need to uphold that with truth and honesty, trust. I'm cool with collaborating with teams. I'm cool with partnering up with other people. So, it's within the realm of caution. I've had a bunch of my own stuff stolen by other teams. And it's not very cool. So, but, yeah. Now, keep all that in mind. Use the word plausible, help each other out, educate each other. And spring is right around the corner. It's been in the 50s, and I think actually tomorrow it's going to be in the 60s. So it's the perfect time to get out there, do some outreach, go to a cemetery for all I care. You can investigate during the daytime. So we're going to be hitting the ground running soon here too. I have some locations booked up on my list to reach out to, and all that. So, but, for the whole point, for the general consensus here, everyone's been great. I appreciate the Spectre fam love. I'm probably going to revamp our spread shop. Maybe. I have the old logo on there. But, it'd be great if people can continue to support us. Share, like, follow, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. It really helps us out. And I really look forward to delivering more and new content to you guys. So, keep it spooky.